fellow nerds, this is part 10 of our Jedi Survivor playthrough. So, well, Dave, let me tell you. He's got the Doug part down. I do need to get that chat up in the thing so when people are watching this on YouTube, they're not wondering what the heck's going on.
Yeah, what are we laughing at?
Yeah.
But, you know, we're expecting Doug at any time. He could be having a nice, you know, dinner with them Warner Brothers executives on this nice Labor Day Eve.
That's the thing. I was telling Dave, I pretty much forgot it was Sunday too. If my wife wouldn't have reminded me, I probably would have missed been late to the stream too.
Fatherly Phantom says it's a household catchphrase these days.
Yep.
And you know, I don't know. I mean, if anybody caught the last two midweek shows, you see that Fatherly Phantom is part of our Ahsoka streams, and honestly, anything else he wants to be a part of, he's more than welcome.
That is true. He's always welcome here.
And if you haven't seen his channel on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to us, subscribe to him, give him likes. He puts out some quality material.
He definitely does. He puts out some amazing stuff.
And Chris, if you're running right now, you can go ahead and stop and type something to us. I'm just kidding, man.
Let's take them down.
So this is part 10. We're not doing it in any certain number of chunks. We're just doing it however far Keith can go before he falls.
That's right. That's right. I haven't fallen yet, but it's early, so I haven't fallen.
I tell you, that witch that's with you, she's kind of spooky.
She is a Dathomir witch. So where have we seen Dathomir witches recently?
Maybe Ahsoka?
You know that's
Morgan
right.
Elsbeth? Now she is a sister, right? Or we haven't confirmed that yet.
She said she's part of the witches. Now she doesn't seem to be as powerful as some of the other witches, but
they were pretty much eliminated a while ago, so for her to still have some powers.
yeah, they were taken down by the good old Palps.
Buddy Palpatine.
Everybody loves Palpatine. Oh, there we go. There's
You know,
something here.
I did see, you know, looking at the other channels that I actually respect, I was looking at Ryan Airy this week, and he says he has a theory that, a couple of theories on the Ahsoka show. One is that that is Ezra.
It's not.
And that another one is, I don't think he's right on that one. And another one is that Darth Maul will be coming back on Ahsoka. And, you know, I didn't get a chance to watch that one, but it was the title of his video, so I'd be really interested to see how that would happen since he died at the hands of Obi-Wan before A New Hope.
Yeah, that would definitely be interesting because maybe the witches bring him back. Yeah, and that's right, Fatherly Phantom. Good guy Palps.
No runs today. I can't see. I mean, I don't think it'd be a good idea even to bring him back in any way. He had his arc. He had his full arc. It was a great arc. Let's not take away from it.
Honestly, and we got some great villains in the show now. The last thing we need to do is kind of water them down by bringing back
Big
Maul.
Daddy.
Because Maul was great. But his arc has played out. It'd be the same thing with bringing back Palpatine. You know, Vader getting his redemption and saving Luke. Him coming back kind of ruined that. And having Obi-Wan kind of be the one who kind of finally takes Maul's life was perfect ending for him.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it by bringing him back. There's no need.
Wait, you said somehow Palpatine returned?
You know, people say that, but I don't know what's going on with that because I have not seen a movie where Palpatine returns.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, how many times does Obi-Wan have to kill this guy? I guess the trifecta is the thing. Now Obi-Wan will have to somehow use his Force Ghost to slice him up a third time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Maul became part of the Force afterwards. You don't see too many Sith that are Force ghosts, so. But when you think about it, will Balin have a Force ghost when he dies?
Yeah, possible, I suppose.
He clearly still has a soft spot for Jedi.
Yeah.
I need something, buddy.
Fatherly Fandom says, my other thought was Merrick is a zombie. Another theory out there is that Kanan's zombie body. Does that mean he's blind? Is that why he's wearing the mask?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I mean, God, do I want him to bring Kanan back as a zombie? I would rather it be Snoke or Cal Kestis or anyone. Or
Stark.
Nasty things.
Did you find
Anyone you say? Mace
Not
Windu?
yet.
Mace
We
Windu.
found
Yeah,
some
that would be
devices from the
better.
High Republic. Master
Yoda?
Grove is inspecting them now.
Yoda? No, because
Seer and
Yoda's
her
dead.
master are quite the pair. They've been a vital asset to the path. since
Yeah, we've
they
seen
joined
him
us.
after he
Come
died.
across any other Jedi on your
One
He
of
travels?
was Scorpion
No,
Killer.
no. If I had, I would have contacted you.
Thank you.
Does that mean you don't like my band, the Scorpions?
Yes, yes.
Well, I don't know if it was a rumor to begin with. I don't know if we ever had confirmation that. Here's a rumor I saw today online, and I already told this to you, Keith. But that was Ben Affleck ever confirmed to be in Deadpool 3?
No, he has never been confirmed.
Okay, so the latest rumor is he won't be in it. Said he didn't look back fondly upon his time as the man without fear.
Yeah, understandable.
What if that means Jennifer Garner won't be in it as well?
Well, we've heard people say they're not in things before, and
It's true.
come to find out that,
Andrew Garfield.
yeah,
So, you never know. But I think this movie is going to be a lot bigger to the MCU than we expect, because it's going to have the transition of all the X-Men, you know,
yep.
all the old X-Men, and they're just going to be playing with timelines. And I've read that another rumor that Mobius and Miss Minutes are in this movie. It just sounds, to me, it just sounds like it's going to be both, you know, a big part of the MCU, and it's going to be hilarious, and it's going to have actual, you know, canon implications.
Yep. And, you know, it was a lot of rumors about this being. Can't seem to get up. I don't know if I have to. You know, this is kind of the send off to Fox's X-Men, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and Chris Fatherly Phantom says having Wolverine in his classic yellow suit is worth the price of admission.
You know,
Agreed.
that's right.
Snick, he says. Oh, here comes Doug. Not sure if he's just sitting down at his computer after his big day with Warner Brothers, but we'll see in a few minutes, I see.
Yeah.
He just remembered it Sunday. Just like you, man. I don't know, you get in with all those execs, they take you out on those wild weekends, and you forget what you're doing.
That is true.
Where we are going, but we must take the long way for now.
Yeah, that you know what, that it is going to be amazing when we finally see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in that classic suit.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I'm going the right way.
You ready to move?
Of course.
I'm not going the right way. So let's head back.
Yeah, Chris again says, I remember seeing the first X-Men, and Hugh Jackman is and will always will be the perfect Wolverine. I don't care if he's too tall for the character. I agree. That's the most about, there have been some really good castings, but that one's perfect. And he's done it for 20 years now, 23 years by the time this movie comes out.
Fire's closing in.
Let's split up.
I mean, obviously, I don't think he'll still be in actual Wolverine shape, but they're probably digitally enhanced to make him look like he's still in Wolverine shape.
Oh yeah.
Because that was his biggest complaint, having to stay in that kind of shape. And I would have that
Watch
same
yourself
complaint.
out there.
I would love to be in that kind of shape, but just imagine having to keep it together for 23 years.
Just you and me again.
That would be tough. I think it's harder and harder to stay in shape the older we get.
Oh yeah. Look at Arnold now. Look at Arnold. He's now all big.
One open.
He's got these big boobs now.
He's not in the shape that he was.
He's not.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, I can't get through. Must have to turn something off to get through.
Well, just be really mean to it.
Anything else around here? Let's see. It's a little village down here. Oh, somebody's. Oh, use the workbench. But I don't want to change anything right now, so we're good.
That was just me.
Oh, cool. Good old Arnie, yep. You really had a heck of a film career. What's this?
Arnold. Yeah, and he's running the Netflix division of their action movies right now.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And he has that show, Fubar. I've never watched it.
Yeah, neither have I. Well, not. Oh. How do I shoot with my gun? I don't know.
So, Fatherly Fandom, Chris out there, did you know who the original pick? I'll wait for your answer. But the original pick to play Wolverine was, and don't give it away, Keith. If you don't already know, you'll never believe it.
I did. I still don't believe it.
Drum roll, please. I'm waiting for the answer here, Chris. What are you doing? Playing. It's probably dinner time for them over there on the West Coast.
Quick, help!
Danny DeVito. No, close. It was Bob Hoskins. Yep, straight out of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The top of that thing right there kind of looks like the map.
You're right, it does. Oh my God, he's up here. How did I have a safe place there?
Nope. Oh! Jeez, he took a shot at you.
Oh, he's
All right.
frozen. Nice bug.
Be okay.
He froze up there and I killed him.
Slice him up. Hopping on in
This
1
guy
minute.
looks hungry.
And we'll ask him all about his insights at Warner Brothers. Chris says, "Ah, yes, I remember that casting now. Short and hairy." Yeah, he definitely would not have taken that role to the heights reached by Hugh Jackman. Speaking of that, as long as we're just talking and watching here, what else would be a perfect casting for you? Anybody? Any superhero movie best casting besides Wolverine?
Well, I mean, you got Robert Downey Jr. You got Charlie Cox.
Iron Man. Yep, that's good too. I think Chris Evans was perfect for his role.
Yep.
Sam Jackson.
Yep.
How many of these are DC though? None of them.
Yeah, unfortunately none. Okay, so I need to click this somewhere.
Let's not forget Bob Hoskins' most famous role, Shmi. That's what Fatherly Phantom says. You're not talking Shmi, Anakin's mother.
Okay, joining the
5,
Zoom.
4, 3, 2, 1. You're taking up my screen, man. I can't see the chat.
As soon as he joins, I'm going to transition to 3. Let's see how smooth it is. Oh, from Hook. You're absolutely right. That is a nice call,
There.
Fatherly Fandom.
There's
Douglas.
Doug.
So
So,
good to
Doug,
see
we
you,
were
sir.
talking.
Yeah? Did you freeze, Dave?
No,
Or are you playing the game?
playing with you.
Oh,
We were
okay.
talking about your time at Warner Brothers today, this weekend, actually, and you
Yeah,
know,
I
you
wish
can
that had
easily
actually
lose
been
track.
it. That would have been far superior to the way my weekend has gone.
Oh no, what happened?
So, I told you, I don't even know if I told you guys this. Did I mention that we acquired a puppy?
No, you did not.
Acquired?
Yes.
Was it unintentional? That sounds unintentional.
Well, it was intentional. It was intentional by one person, unintentional by everybody else.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So who brought
So-
him home?
Well, my mother felt lonely, so she got a puppy.
Okay.
And this thing is a hyperactive psycho beast, and I forgot how much work puppies take,
Oh yeah, you
and
gotta
how
train
much of
them
an interference in your schedule they can be. So this, we have had her for 3 weeks now. It's been interesting. So this weekend, we got the puppy from my mom's sister, her aunt, and my mom's sister thought, "You've already got one dog. Why not another? I'm going to bring the puppy's mother and let them hang out together for the weekend while I go on a vacation with my husband and sons." And so she just came and dropped her dog off, and that has been our weekend.
Fun. How old is
These
the dog?
two dogs fighting each other.
How old is the dog?
The mother is 3 years old, and the puppy is 11 weeks.
Oh boy. Potty trained? Oh.
The puppy? No, God, no. Nope. And cleaning up doggy pee-pee constantly every single day isn't fun. In case you were unaware, in case anybody
I'm
was thinking
aware.
about it, it's like something they wanted to do.
Yep, I've done that. I had to buy a bunch of those pee pads and just put them all around the house for the dog to go over and pee.
Lord, well, we
They
tried
still-
doing that, and she like scratches at him and tears him up.
Yep, they don't particularly like those.
No, but I did find something that kind of works to a point. So we got this spray called like Miracle Spray or whatever, and it's supposed to make it so they don't want to remark a spot.
Yep.
And it does work, but she like is horrified by the smell of this spray to the point where if she gets her nose too close to it, she'll run off and start rubbing it in her bed because it's like it bothers her so much. And it's kind of funny to watch. She'll like, you know, pawing at her like, oh my God, oh, what did I just smell? And I'm just like, yeah, that's how I feel when I clean up your poop. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I prefer to get a dog that's already trained.
I forgot that today was Sunday.
So did Keith.
I just forgot.
Don't want to wake the dead.
Wait, you
So
said
did
Keith did too?
Yeah.
Oh my
Becky
God.
reminded
Okay.
me.
Voted to the
Becky's
very
like,
end.
"Are you streaming tonight?" I'm like,
What
"No. Why would
cause?
we stream tonight?" She goes, "It's Sunday." I'm like, "We are. Thank you for reminding me."
So wait, what time did you guys start?
We started like 8:10.
Okay. So
Yeah. He normally sends the invite at about 1:45. I got it at 7:58. I was like, oh, I guess we are doing it tonight.
So I finally came downstairs just to escape, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna watch some, you know, dumb YouTube video that usually it's my you know, just my way of kind of vegging out. And so
Now you can veg out
I
with
turned
us.
on, huh?
Now you can veg out with us.
Right. So I turned on some was it like 6 hour, yeah, some 6 hour long video breaking down the Nickelodeon show Sam and Cat, which that came on like
Very
right after my time.
Yeah.
I think that came out in, I want to say
Tessie was little.
2013, maybe after.
Yeah, it was after what was that show that she was on? iCarly. It was after
Yeah,
iCarly.
it was supposed to be a continuation of it. And so I did not realize that the show even existed. But, you know, he said in the beginning that he's going to also talk about the controversies that happened during it, and also how they completely ignored Ariana Grande's, like, talents and had her act like a dumb goofball this entire show.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this sounds kind of interesting. And I'm sitting here and I'm just watching this, and I'm like a couple of hours into it, and I'm thinking, you know, I could use a drink, and I'm like, I only have a couple of things in the fridge. I haven't gone to the store, and I need to save them for absolutely drinks. And I'm like, absolutely.
Wait, what did you say?
Shit, what time is it?
And that's when you realize, oh crap.
That's when I realized it. Like all of a sudden, everything just kind of like popped, and I was like, "Oh no! Oh my God!" I
gotta
ran
get
over
going.
to go check my phone because I'm like, "Why didn't anybody text me? Oh, my phone is dead."
Yep.
You
Then
guys
we
had
were.
been messaging me. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah, that was yeah, you know, I did have to watch those shows. My daughters were that age when they came out.
Yeah.
So and then when they told me that Ariana Grande was having, you know, her own singing career, I was like, she'll never go anywhere because, you know, she's a Nickelodeon kid. It's just part of that.
Right.
That was wrong. She blew up, man.
Well, see, that's the funny part. So, Ariana Grande was actually a talented singer to the point where people have said her vocal range is comparable to Mariah Carey. She's able to hit those really high notes.
Not that I listen to her music, but she can sing.
Nickelodeon, on the other hand, was pushing Miranda Cosgrove from iCarly and the girl star from Victorious.
Yeah.
And apparently
Yeah.
that's who they thought, okay, these are going to be our singing stars. These are going to be our Hannah Montanas. And this is
Right.
how we're going to compete with Disney. All the while, they've got Ariana Grande right there. And they're like, yeah, you just go act like a dumb goofball.
Yep. I don't know if you've ever heard the other girl on that show, Jeanette McCurdy. I don't know if you've ever heard her sing,
Mm-mm.
but she has an incredible voice.
Does she?
Yeah, she sang country music. She had like a country album, and you know,
she
not that I
actually-
listened to that either.
She actually sang on the I Party with Victorious episode of iCarly on their crossover with Victorious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she can sing. She's got some pipes.
The only thing that I really remember completely about Jeanette McCurdy is, for a while she was dating a Detroit Piston.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't remember his name. I do not know what he played in the Pistons other than basketball.
His name was Andre Drummond, and he is a rebounding machine.
Oh yeah, is he still a Piston?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was about as one-dimensional as you could possibly be in the NBA. All he could do was rebound. Couldn't shoot, couldn't really defend. So,
I see. So they trade him?
Yep.
So, what have you been up to? You die any times yet?
Haven't
there,
died
Keith?
yet. Haven't fallen down a cliff.
Yeah?
Almost died.
Dave, is he
though.
lying?
No, he's not lying. It's been a pretty smooth show.
So it's me. It's my fault. I'm on, and that's what kills him. If I'm not here, he plays perfectly.
That's right.
We'll test that theory.
Let me just jump off the cliff here.
Wow.
No, you gotta fall unwillingly. Come on.
No, so when I realized, what day it was and what time it was, I ran over, turned on my computer. I'm like, oh my God, I see the messages on Slack. Send you guys a message. Obviously, I was just sitting there, again, vegging out, watching some YouTube video, and I'm like, gotta grab my brush, gotta do my hair real quick. Oh my God.
I never said
Yeah,
that
me too.
before a stream.
I had to do my hair today too.
You maybe should put on some like turtle wax and
You can't see the shine? What are you talking about?
really buff it up.
It was like stubble earlier today. I had to take care of that, man. That was out of control. I gotta get one of those little shavers that you do this with instead of a razor.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be pretty easy.
Yeah, I'd probably do that every day then.
Mm-hmm. I got a really cool device because I've got some pretty out of control back hair. Not that you all wanted to hear that. Not that that needed to be recorded for all
happens.
time.
It happens with age.
Remind me to make a clip. What's the time right now?
32 minutes in.
Thank you, sir.
It gets like it gets really bad to the point where it starts like growing on my shoulders and everything like that. And so I, rather than take a tiny little, face razor and try and constantly work it, I found that there's this they make this giant like back scratcher type razor device for the back, and I'm like, that's such an amazing idea.
I don't know if I trust that.
It works, and it's like
You
it
don't have
doesn't,
the angle.
doesn't scratch up my back. It's like it's safety razor things, and it works great. It also has on the other side a scrubber, so you can flip it around and wash your back too.
That sounds pretty nice.
So
I'll have to
totally
cut
not
my
sponsored,
mane.
but great product.
If they're looking for a sponsor, come to Not Your Status Quo.
Right?
We use your product. We love it. Okay.
Fatherly Phantom says, pretty out of control back hair there. Starts to weave through the fabric.
It's called Backblade, BAK.
Yeah, and if you want to advertise on Not Your Status Quo, just give us a call.
Mm-hmm.
Go down there.
I was going to share something else to be funny, but I don't think I will.
Why?
I'm going to hang on to that.
Oh,
We don't
finally,
need to talk about body hair.
Finally, fandom. We need our well, Dave. Let me tell you. Aw.
What was it?
Up
you
at the
see
very
that?
top of the chat. It's a household catchphrase these days.
Oh,
Good guy Palps. How many times does Obi-Wan have to kill this guy? I assume you guys are talking about Maul.
yeah.
Yeah.
This- Ryan Aries says that they're bringing Maul back. I'm
Yeah,
like, they
you
can't
know,
do that.
I saw the thumbnail for the video like in my front page what to watch things, and I'm like, no, that's stupid. Stop it, Ryan Airy. I didn't even watch the video.
Yeah, same with me. I didn't see it. I saw
So
the
that's
title.
just-
I'm
that's
like, they
just-
can't do that.
At this point, I think he's just pumping out content to pump out content. And like, I mean, I know that you need to do that if you really want to be successful on YouTube. You need to constantly like churn it out, but sometimes it's just like I feel like if you put out too many bad or dumb videos, I think that hurts your good stuff.
I think you're right, Doug. It really.
There was a couple of times, I want to say a few years ago, we realized some of the things that we were doing was not getting any traction, and we're like, okay, we're not even going to bother doing this anymore. I don't remember what it was, but it was something we were going to be like, I think we were talking about doing like every episode, and then we're like, yeah, no, we're not doing this anymore because like nobody's watching these.
Yeah, I mean, if we had 100,000 views per video or something, we could crank out content every day, and we probably would. We would have enough material to do that.
Yeah.
But we're not there.
Thankfully, we have a Dave who will reel it in when we start
We
to get
do.
crazy. Like if someone's in Slack saying, "Hey, I think it's Snoke in the armor because he's gonna kill. He's got the same obsidian ring or Balin has the same obsidian ring, so we know it's the same dudes."
That sounds like some really deep digging. That other people have seen that ring and come up with have theorized something similar, but I don't know that would have been Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau. I don't know that they would have been the ones. I think they're going to probably eventually see that theory and maybe work it into their story in the future somehow. Like find it on, some Tatooine junk trader. Like, oh, it's a nice ring. It's like,
Right. That'd be better
like
than
little Ben Kenobi or not Ben Kenobi, Ben Solo, and he's like, huh, I'm gonna buy that ring. And then later on, he gifts it to Snoke. Got this ring. I don't know where it came from. Well, let's not talk about it any further.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to kill you too. I'm going to slice your hand.
But I'm gonna think about killing some other guy.
And the obsidian ring, right? What that's called? Obsidian?
It is.
What? Obsidian. So is that room for a Marvel crossover then?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. No Thanos in this. With this Cull Obsidian.
Jeez.
But I think it's neat that basically they said to get obsidian, it is under Doom. That's called Vader Doctor Doom. It is under Vader's castle.
Was there more of that stuff?
What is the name of that planet that they fought on and that his castle is built on again?
Mustafar.
Mustafar. For some reason, I don't know why, my brain was telling me it was Malachor, and I'm like, that's something else.
Exegol.
I don't know what Malachor is. But it's something...
It sounds.
It's a cookie.
Sure.
It's a
Something
Malamar.
dumb like that.
Let's try that again, baby.
Speaking of cookies, there's these little videos that College Humor will put out every now and again, and it's like a parody of a CEO of a company realizing that their company is doing something stupid, and they did one about the CEO of Oreo, and he comes in, and he's like, "All right, cool. So what are we doing? Is this a birthday video for Greg? That was." Someone went off to the side, goes, "No, it's a promotional video for the new Oreo," and he's like, "What? New Oreo? What do you mean a new Oreo, guys? Are you telling me you're still coming in and what? You don't have to do this. We made the Oreo. That's it. We're done. You can just cash the checks. There's nothing to improve on."
That's about the truth, man. I love Oreos.
They're like, "Well, we made strawberry Oreos and also strawberry milkshake Oreos," and he's like, "I need someone to explain to me what the difference is between a strawberry Oreo and a strawberry milkshake Oreo." And he goes, "Well, one of them has a milkshake consistency. If I bite into this cookie, you're telling me it's going to have a milkshake consistency? Well, no, but it tastes like it does. That's not a flavor."
You know, and I used to be the sucker who bought every new flavor of Oreo that came out just to try it, like the red cake.
Oh, yeah.
in all those.
I just
know.
did. I just bought the Mario Oreos because I thought the name sounded funny. Mario Oreo.
And were they like all different colors or something?
No,
No.
no, they just had things
Mushrooms in it?
printed onto the cookie. Like they had
Oh.
Mario's face or a star or a coin, which you can barely see because it's an Oreo cookie.
Yeah, and then you got to swallow it anyway. So
Right, exactly. Yeah, so no different flavor, no different colors.
That would be cool if they did put mushrooms in them.
Ah, there we go. Fatherly fan. Malachor is a planet with the Sith temple where the Rebels
Yes.
gang went and Ahsoka fought Vader. Okay, cool. I knew it was a thing. My file cabinet, it had it. And the little old dementia-ridden man that files all of my memories pulled it out and dropped it on the floor. So, you know.
That's the guy living in your head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's responsible for my memory.
I used to be able to pull up things in my memory like that, and now it's not the same as I was, man.
Well, see, I used to have a supercomputer, but, you know, it was a compact Windows 98, and by today's standards, it's, you know, very slow, so.
Right. At least you could play solitaire while you were doing other things. Way back in Windows
Yes.
98.
That's what I did on my computer.
I'm at Windows 3.0.
God, 3.0, wow. That's taking it back.
Oh, Keith, look at that. He fell. He fell, and that was it. What happened, Keith?
Trying to figure out what to do here. There's like a little place I can run and swing on a rope, but I don't know where I'm supposed to swing to.
Just a swinging.
And I'm supposed to somehow get up here. I don't see what the heck. There's like this thing.
Bodily fandom. I think my memory is received by a dog who constantly gets distracted by the running squirrel.
Squirrel.
Oh, God. Yeah. I feel that, man. I feel it.
Yeah, I always have whatever big word it is on the tip of my tongue, and I just sit there, and then when I pause for a second, everybody else jumps in and just overrides the conversation, and I'm left standing there going, I know I'll think of it sometime.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
My worst thing is we'll be talking about something that I'm pretty familiar with. And I do this all the time on our streams. And I will completely forget the name of the actor that we've been talking about. Or worse yet, I'll forget the name of the character in the show. We're
Uh-huh.
talking about Ahsoka, and I'll be like, and you know, the orange chick, what's her name?
All weird marks on her face. What's her name?
You know, she was she had the sword that's made of
Light?
lasers. I don't know. What is it called?
Check out this robot. Lightsabers for eyes. Oh, you can't see. Oh, he's killing people. That's a Rick and Morty moment, by the way.
Yeah, Rick and Morty next season's coming up.
October
see-
15th?
Have you guys seen the
Ah.
titles of the episodes?
No.
No.
It's out there. I don't have it
Huh.
at hand. First one is about
Wow.
Mr. Poopy
Good
Butt.
going, Keith.
Thanks. Well, I figured you guys, you know, usually pretty
Would
up
know.
on the Rick and Morty stuff. I was like, oh, these.
Well, have they announced who's going to be the voice yet?
They have not.
No, I think they're trying to leave that up to be a surprise.
Ross Marquand. It's my bet.
Isn't it Mark Ward?
It's spelled Marquand with a D.
That's another running joke apparently in Sam and Cat, by the way.
What?
The character's name is Sam Puckett,
It's locked down.
but everybody thinks that it's pronounced Pouquet.
Why is it only got one T?
I don't. The way this guy in this video describes it, it apparently is a reference to a British sitcom that like nobody's heard of,
Oh.
where the woman marries a man by the last name of Bucket, but wants to appear high class and from high society, so she goes around telling everybody that her last name is Bouquet. So it's a play on that. And I guess it's an inside joke for the staff and crew of the show, and they probably think it's super funny. And it sounds like something that we would totally do.
Nothing wrong with Puckett as a name. I mean, Kirby Puckett. Right? You don't know who Kirby Puckett is, do you?
No, I don't. Is that a sportsman?
He played sports ball with the Twins of the Minnesota.
Wow. How did I know? See, I'm so good. He played sports.
He was one of the best hitters of all time, and I used to work with a kid who was
In hockey?
baseball.
Oh, I was close.
And he was a bat boy for the Tigers. He said Kirby Puckett was one of the absolute nicest dudes he's ever met. Like, he would remember all the bat boys and ball boys' names. He was always like talking to them and friendly with them, where a lot of those, sports ball guys would just ignore him, like they weren't even there. He said Kirby Puckett, he goes, that guy was just the best dude I ever met.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
He died, what did he die of? He had some, he had diabetes or something. What did he die of? I know he lost his sight.
Yeah.
He went blind.
He had like glaucoma or something, and then something else happened, I thought.
Yeah, it's too bad. Great guy.
Man, I am totally stumped here. I don't know how to.
Did you try putting the thing into the other thing?
I did.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe I didn't mention that earlier.
What?
Putting the thing in the other thing. The instructions were so clear.
Huh?
It's like opening a door for Nebula.
Oh, I didn't grab the rope.
Well, does that mean you're going to fall to your doom?
Well, Doug's here, so.
Right? Now die.
Okay, now, see, I get to this rope.
Okay.
Get to the end of
There
your
must
rope.
be something I need to do here.
Okay.
I don't see anything. There's, like I can jump here. I don't see. Can I pull anything?
And then can you go into that dome place? Have you been in there?
No, I can't get in there. It's locked.
Oh.
No balls this week from Fatherly Fan. And what does that mean? Keith lacks the balls to make the proper adjustment?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have any balls to put in the laser
Doesn't have
thing.
any balls to use the force on.
Yeah. He's not, sucking those balls.
Man, I was sucking them balls and pulling them.
So what's
everywhere
what's
I
in
went.
there? What happens if you
This
go
is
up in
this is where I couldn't get in because it was locked. So let's see what's in here. Could be some cool stuff. Oh, BD1.
No.
I found a scroll. What's this over here?
there? Okay.
Let's,
Something
can I
really
unlock
dark.
the door? There we go. I can unlock the door now. Where did he go?
You said you can unlock. Oh, huh. Shortcut
Oh, there it
unlocked.
goes.
Oh, well,
What's
that's
this
not that helpful, is it?
Map.
Well, I think so.
There's Pilgrim Sanctuary across the bridge.
Well, I mean, if
Because
you
I
had to
think
let
with
other
those
people
markers.
in, I could see that door being handy, but you're already in there.
Yeah, but if I fall, I mean, not that I would. If something were to happen, I could get back in here easily. So let's see. So I went down. So let's see what's up here.
Are you on Tatooine?
No, I'm on Jedi or something. Okay, let's go.
Because there's very similar structures here.
Oh, look, I'm on top here. Yes, you're right. This is very
Brace yourself, PD.
Tatooine-like.
This remind you of Zeppo too?
Fatherly Fandom found 2 scrolls.
Where did you find them?
Up your butt and around the corner.
What?
So,
Say that again.
I've got a suggestion, Dave and Keith, and I'd like to put this to a vote. I think that we ought to add to the sound clipboard. We should add a segment from the Bare Naked Lady song, "Falling for the First Time." Every time that Keith falls, we play that.
I made that. Too windy.
That's a good idea. Yes.
Oh my god! I almost got blown off the cliff.
Was it fun?
And that's my musical deep cut for the week.
By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, speaking of not so musical deep cuts, the lead singer from Smash Mouth is in hospice.
No, I didn't know that. Wow.
Hospice. That means it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
What's he got?
I didn't read the article. I can't even jump over there. So let's see if I
Might as
can.
well be walking on the sun.
No. Oh, dude. Fuck, man. You would go there.
Sorry. I
Uh,
expect when something happens to me like that for people to joke around as well.
Yes.
does that mean that you'd say that I'm a believer?
Yeah, that's a monkey
Are
song
you-
first.
But they did do it.
Terribly. Yes, I suppose they did do it. Oh no!
Look, I believe in you, Dave, and I would tell everybody he's gonna get through this. He's an all-star.
Oh my god. And we play that.
Okay, all right. That's enough. I'm bad.
We do play that in one of my bands, All Star, and I'm a
Really?
believer, as a matter of fact.
Oh, God.
What happened? What I
Probably
missed?
fan of dude, Dave.
What, are we not supposed to play that? You gotta play everything if you want to stay active, all right?
Did we? Speaking of, wow, okay, I guess that might have been dark what I was about to say. I was about to say, speaking of the recently departed, he's not dead yet, he's in hospice.
Yeah,
But-
he's not dead.
Speaking of similar, did we ever mention, oh my gosh, what's her name that was the original voice actor for Harley Quinn?
Music.
Oh, we did. I don't know if we talked about it on stream, but we did talk about it on.
Yeah, I don't think we brought it up on stream either.
I know we talked about it, but forget her name.
Arlene Sorkin.
Yes, that's it, Arlene Sorkin.
Can't believe I remember that.
I didn't, but yes, yeah, she passed away sadly. I think about 2 weeks ago because we were talking about it last Sunday. It was like before we streamed. We were actually, I think we had even said, oh, we should bring that up, and then we totally didn't.
Yeah, we were going to write an article on it too. It's talking about.
My journey ends here.
Yeah, it's.
Perhaps
And I
another
didn't know
traveler might find this useful on the path.
that there was an original voice
Not
before.
everyone has the strength to
Tara
make the
Strong.
journey.
Yep. She was the inspiration for Harley Quinn.
Yep.
The sitcom that she was in, she dressed as a clown, and apparently Paul Dini was like such a huge fan of it. He's like, hey, not only do I want you to be in my animated series, I created a character based off of this character that you played. I think he originally intended for it to be just like a bit role, like she wasn't supposed to be a reoccurring character, but she was so popular that they kept bringing her back. And then DC was like, hey, you get a comic now.
Well, DC has a new Harley Quinn too. Her name's Punchline. She's like a new single.
Really?
Well, I mean, every character has to have like a second character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Arsenal on the Green Arrow series. I'm sure not sure if that's how that character started to be, but that's why he wasn't
waiting
on
on a
the
shuttle.
show.
Means more on the way.
But there's always different versions of each character.
You got Green Arrow. He was Red Arrow at first, and then he turned into Arsenal, and he was great. I mean, he had a prominent role in Young Justice.
I was about to say, Young Justice, that it got really screwy with him when you come to find out that like him and like there was like just a bunch of clones of the same dude. Who was it? Like a Guardian, I think his name was. He was apparently also a
Yep.
clone of him.
Yep, Roy. Oh God, I can't think of his name. This is gonna be a tough jump.
Finally, Fandom says, it's sad that so many of those voice actors have passed. Protect Mark Hamill at all costs.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
And, I kind of, I'm with him when he stated that he wasn't interested in voicing the Joker anymore. I get that, you know.
Yeah, because of Kevin Conroy.
Yep.
Yep, they were
Very
a
sad.
team.
That was I don't really count the Super Friends because while I watched it, I didn't have like a connection to any of it. Like, it was there occasionally. I'd be like, oh, it's that terrible superhero show. But I had a pretty strong connection with the animated Batman series and the animated Superman series. I grew up with those. Those were on when I was a kid, and so I got really connected to those versions of the characters, and that's why I loved them so much when they ended up transitioning over to Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. And it was really hard whenever they would create a new series. It was super hard to hear anybody other than Kevin Conroy be Batman or anybody other than Mark Hamill be the Joker, because they did those roles so well.
Yeah, it's like, go ahead, get ready, hit the button, Keith. It's like me with Smallville.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Like, everyone says, like, Henry Cavill was the perfect Superman, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Tom Welling was Clark Kent, so I can't really complain. He was never Superman, except for the last 2 seconds of that show. He was never Superman. Oh, spoilers. But,
Oh, you just ruined Smallville for everybody.
Got to do something
What's that?
about that.
You ruined Smallville for everybody.
yeah, it's all ruined. 10 years. You don't need to watch 10 years of Smallville because I
You just
explained
ruined
the
it.
last 2 seconds.
Even
of
though
the
that's
show.
like the first sentence is the premise on the Wikipedia page for it.
Yeah, no tights, no flights. That was their deal. Well, they messed that up in the season premiere of season 4. There were flights, but still, no tights. But anyway, that would have been perfect transition to go after Smallville and then become the Man of Steel in the movie. That's what I was thinking would happen. That would be awesome. And then they got Henry Cavill, and then because Zack Snyder said he liked Smallville so much, and he was gonna put lots of elements of that into his movie. And then you saw his movie, and the only element of Smallville he put in there was a sign. I mean, there was
Yeah, it
nothing.
was the
there
repair
with
shop,
Smallville.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a car repair shop.
Well, that's like all the people that kept saying, when you introduce the Flash to the DCEU, whatever, the DC movie universe, it should be Grant Gustin. Everybody was like, oh, the obvious choice, Grant Gustin. He's been playing the Flash. Everybody knows him as the Flash. He'd be perfect transition him to the movies. And they're like, no, we want the guy who's going to become a criminal. Allegedly.
Yep, we want that guy who wears that Gene Simmons hair around all the time. With the big ball right here. And then...
We want that person who made a huge scene during the the oil pipeline crisis. We want that guy who's making a huge scene, and instead of protesting the pipeline, was basically attempting to kidnap Native American girls. We want that guy. He's going to be our superhero.
That sounds like the speedy kind of guy we want.
What kind of pilgrims came out here anyway?
Hang on, my
Imagine
dog
crossing these
is
gales just to find a
crying.
safe place.
Yeah.
Guess you can't put a
Yeah, I
price
just
on
wanna make sure he's
sanctuary.
okay.
Go check on him.
Jackson, come here.
Marin mentioned this was the
You can sit
background,
on the bed
right?
if you want.
Hope Seer's got another way for these
boy.
refugees.
Good
Been through
boy.
enough.
You up here? I'll leave the door open.
No, I want attention, Dad. Hey, that's a nice shirt,
That's
Dave.
it. Oh, thank you.
I
Hey.
sure wish I knew how to get one.
You do. And I tell you what, we'll put it right there
That should
in
give
the
us some cover.
chat. If
Yeah.
you're not watching this on YouTube, there's a chat here. We're on Twitch, and when we're not, we'll just put it in the comments below.
Nice, nice.
So now I gotta go find it. So talk amongst yourselves.
One of these
You're not
days, I need to get around to. I've got these ideas for designs that I want to make for more shirts, and I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I just need to get myself motivated to do it. So, do you guys can you envision? You remember what the original Star Wars logo looked like when it was just thought to be its own standalone movie?
Yeah.
So I wanted to make a T-shirt using that style, but I wanted it to say, instead of Star Wars, fellow nerds.
Oh, I like it.
I thought that would look cool. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I want to do that. There was another thing that I wanted. Oh yeah, I also wanted to do one in the same, in a similar style to the Super Nintendo logo. It's kind of iconic, so I wanted to make something like that.
Go crazy,
And,
Doug. We
Yeah, I mean,
completely
like
trust
I've got these ideas of things I want to do. Also, I had a funny idea. I want to make a shirt, and so on the back, it's going to say, the front of my shirt has something really cool, and then on the front it just says I lied.
That's
And I
good.
figured that'd be perfect for like going to Comic Cons, because like we're standing in line a lot, and so people behind us can be like, "Wow, I wonder what's on the front of that dude's shirt."
Sorry it's taking me so long here. I gotta find it in the description. I don't have it ready to go like Keith does.
I got one of those shirts heading my way.
All clear.
Nice. Awesome, Folly Phantom. Shut up and take my money.
And there we go. It's in the chat now if you're out there.
Oh,
That's our spread shirt.
is it?
Here, I'll do
No,
better.
it says YouTube. Yeah, do
I
it
just
better.
did it. Sorry, I was.
Can I delete that?
Nah, you're fine.
Oh, well, I mean, it does take you eventually to Spreadshirt.
So, Doug, have you heard any, being at the Warner Brothers meetings or offices this weekend, have you heard any other rumors that we might not have mentioned on the show yet?
Well, I don't know. What have you mentioned so far?
Oh, I only had one thing. That was that Ben Affleck wasn't going to be in Deadpool, but, obviously it's just a rumor.
Well, it turns out he will.
It's been a slow few days. Well,
Yep.
nothing's official on that yet.
Nope, it's official.
I need help.
Ben Affleck is going to be in Deadpool, and in fact, he's going to have more screen time than any of the other characters. In fact, a lot of people are thinking that Hugh Jackman is going to take up a lot of the screen time. He actually only appears in 3 scenes, and one of them is an overly long, drawn-out costume putting on scene where he says he's presented with his Wolverine costume, and then he's trying to hop around a room, and he's putting on, he's trying to fit his leg into the tights, and that takes up at least a good 15 minutes
Nice.
of awkward
It's like
silence
the
of
fight
him
scene in
hopping
They
around.
Live,
kind of.
right?
Yes. It was the inspiration.
Very good, very good.
Also, it was asked. They said that it was not fair that Guardians of the Galaxy got to use a swear word. So they wanted to put even more swear words, and even worse swear words in Deadpool. And when they were told, well, you guys already swear enough, it was decided, no, they didn't. And so they wanted them to actually be offensive now.
Well, it is going to be rated R, so see what they can do with it.
So there's this long-running joke in the new Deadpool movie, all about the Queen of England. It's very untasteful in every way. If you think that you've thought of the thing that makes it bad, you're not thinking worse enough.
This is Ryan Reynolds we're talking about here, so.
Exactly. Oh, and also, just for no reason, Deadpool will be drinking aviation gin.
It's about time.
Oh, by the way, go ahead, Keith. Finish the thought.
No, it's about time he's drinking aviation.
Here's my thought. Has anybody seen this week's Harley Quinn?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Bane, freaking hilarious.
So funny. So funny. I legit do feel bad for him though. God, he's doing all of this for Nora, who has no idea that he even exists. Oh, the explosions guy.
Yeah. And he made this trip to Italy
Oh my
to
gosh.
get a pasta maker, and he became the pasta maker.
Aim the pasta maker. That was so good. Such a what a character arc. In such a silly cartoon, we get one of the dumbest characters getting a full-on arc.
It's so funny because he wasn't a comedic figure, until Tom
No.
Hardy did that voice.
Right?
Once Tom Hardy did that voice,
And then South Park made fun of it.
yep, it was over. At that, now even DC's doing it, so
Mhm. I love that Warner doesn't mind that Harley Quinn is constantly like making fun of the DC universe and of Warner and HBO. Like they're shitting on all of it, and Warner's like, whatever.
and Snyder bots.
Yes. Oh, that was great. When they arrive in the time machine. Whoa, who turned into this universe?
Turn this into the Snyderverse. Yeah.
That's great.
That was good. I loved it.
It's such a good series. It really is.
Yeah, and none of it's canon. That's what makes it fun.
Or is it?
And Superman on the show, he's blotting out the sun, man.
I love.
Get me outta here.
Oh my god, that was like such a great twist at the end. I was like, wait, did Lex just do this to fuck with Superman?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
And Lex has hair now.
Yeah,
Or starting
Terrible
to grow
hair.
it.
Oh man.
it was played wonderfully by G.
Mm-hmm. Did you figure out what you're doing yet, Keith?
No, I got over here. I pulled this thing out.
And then he
which
jumps down.
Normally they say, "Hey, don't pull shit out," but I
No,
did.
I'm pretty sure they do say the pull-out method works.
And
You just got to do it before anything starts to.
let's check my map.
Oh boy.
So wait, you're shooting. Did you pull out before you started shooting?
No,
That's the key part.
should I?
Oh yeah, you're in trouble now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
What are we going for?
Absolutely in trouble.
Ooh, this thing blew me off.
God, this stuff is good. I got to get more of it.
Yep, family show.
Sorry. Family show, guys. Yeah, well, follow the fandom. Sierra isn't here to cage us, so there. Chaos will
It's
reign.
weird because we were chatting before we came on. I was chatting with her on my phone, so why isn't she?
Maybe she is. Well, there
Yeah, we
was
got
5 here. Now there's 4.
My number says 6.
Oh,
Mine says 6.
let's look around. Where else can I go?
No one can cage me. I will always be free.
Now it says should. Is there somewhere over here?
Oh yeah, Sierra's art is off the charts.
Good plug on the social for her art, by the way. She's got talent.
She does.
It's all right.
That's nice, Doug. Take that picture down, or that painting down, if that's how you really feel.
This right here, this beautiful piece of art, this
Yes,
wonderful
and that's what you requested.
representation of me as Thor,
Where you're holding
amazingly
it.
sketched. Look at all the detail in the beard itself. Yeah, it's all right, I guess.
Look at the where you were holding it was perfect. It was right where your shoulders were. It's kind of cool. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. It's Doug. Doug, folks.
Look, guys, I figured it out.
You figured what out? Now you just gotta kind of hold.
Just
Oh,
your
you fell,
mouth
didn't
so
you?
can talk. No!
Hey, good job,
Bye-bye.
Keith. Love it. That was beautiful.
Thanks.
He's gonna try it again though.
And I get it. Yo ho.
Don't try to do this in real life.
Do it. Do it now.
Guys, they're cute. They think they're gonna stop me.
I don't know which is worse, these winds or the... I swear, if I hear desert ghost...
Oh yeah, she does post
Good.
as
Good,
Twilight.
Anakin. Good.
You like the back-to-back sketches. Yeah, I like to see her. You know, shows that she's moving along on the project as well. It's a pretty cool process. Don't worry, Keith. Those stormtroopers can't hit you with their shots.
Don't worry though, Keith has plot armor, so he's fine.
Skill point acquired.
Why didn't the Empire give us a nickname?
You down there?
Oh, what's her name? Just started streaming.
Hear that, buddy?
What's her name?
Trey?
You know, from
Yeah,
Twitter.
it popped up on my screen too, but I didn't.
R.A.
No,
A-Tray? Laura Loopsy?
no, Slayas.
Nope, she's offline according to mine.
In refresh, she's got 144 people now.
Wow.
She is playing a game called Devour, Spooky Games with Lena.
Oh, look, I made it over to this part I was trying to
Is that her name, Lena?
I don't,
I suppose.
I don't know. I feel bad not knowing that. I'm not sure.
I just opened up a shortcut, y'all. Oh, there's another one of these
Yeah.
scorpions.
Definitely married.
Oh, you should kill it.
Here I am.
That's how we close every song. I mean, every night.
Every song. That's a weird way to
Every
close
song.
every song.
Right. Imagine.
We're like men without hats.
Transitioning.
Yeah, we open the show with the safety dance, and we end the show with safety dance. And we play 2 songs in between.
That's awesome. We just played Big City Nights, but now we're going to finish with Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Yeah. Thank you for coming out for these 2 songs.
Right.
3, because you play Rock You Like a Hurricane, Big City Nights, and then Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Well, essentially, it's 2.
Where the heck am I?
And then we
wait.
wait for an encore, and we do Rock You Like a Hurricane again.
So,
I was
Finally
in a band
Fandom.
12 years ago. Then somebody asked us to do, you know that song Crazy Bitch?
Yeah.
They asked us to do that 3 times in a row.
Really?
And we did because they kept throwing money at us to do it, so, okay.
Finally Fandom, if you have an Instagram, you don't need to make a new account for Threads. If you go to your Instagram, it'll say, hey, do you want to open up a Threads account? And it'll just use all of your Instagram information. So it made it super easy for us. We just, it was fun, I think, for like the first week and a half, but then it kind of like, it's been a slow transition for a lot of people to get onto. And as much of a dumpster fire train wreck as Twitter/X.com is, I don't know. I feel like it's still got at least another year in it before it goes anywhere.
Yeah, they gotta learn how to, like, do you still have to log out to get to another account, or can you still link?
For Threads, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that they still haven't fixed in it yet. It doesn't have a native dark mode either, which is weird.
Oh, I like that.
It does an OS. iOS.
Oh, it does. Okay. Android phones, they have like a dark mode built into the phone that will automatically affect apps if they don't have one. And I didn't know I didn't realize that's what was happening, because I've got dark mode turned on for Instagram. And so when I moved into Threads, I just assumed that it had copied those features, and somebody had weaved a thread saying, how do you turn on dark mode? And I'm like, actually, yeah, how do you turn it on? I'm like, because I didn't turn it on, it was just automatically on. Only for me to find out that on Android, Threads does not have a setting to turn on dark mode.
LPD.
It's just my phone did it for me. Which is nice. Thanks.
Super dark mode. I bet you didn't know that thing could burrow into the ground there, Keith.
I did. I just was hoping it would stop doing it.
Wow. There was a your mom joke in the chat, really?
What?
Yeah, I threw
But
it
we
out
weren't
there.
doing those.
No, we weren't speaking them.
Oh. Oh, so this is a loophole. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Just like not everybody can see the chat right now, you know what I'm saying?
Nature, huh?
The other new social finally fandom that Keith and I have been playing with a little bit is called Blue Sky. That one was made by the guy who invented Twitter.
Blueski.
And at the moment, you need an invite code in order to use it. I assume they're just trying to keep new signups limited. I don't know if it's a marketing tactic or if it's just because they don't have the server space yet. I'm not sure what it is.
Onwards, traveler. Cross over.
But it reminds me a little bit of the early Facebook days where you weren't allowed to make a Facebook account unless you had a well-known college email address. So if you went to a college in the Facebook network and you had a college email address, then you could sign up for an account. So a girl that I was seeing at the time went to U of M, and she just used her email address to create an account for me. I was like, awesome. I'm on Facebook.
I'm on Hot or Not.
And that's hot or not, Jesus, I remember that.
They keep saying I'm not.
I
1,000 votes that say I'm not.
as an adult, I now understand that the way that website was run, not great. Just taking people's pictures without them realizing it and putting them on the internet for people to rate whether they thought they were ugly or hot. Not cool.
Yeah.
But
Not
as
cool.
a teenager in high school, I went to that website all the time, and I used it so much. Finally, fandom, I was not. Lots of nuts. I do not believe that for a second.
I was definitely a naughty.
You were so hot with that fire extinguisher.
Good point. Good point.
Heath, when you edit this video, throw that picture in there right there. For the hour and 17-minute mark, just drop it in there. So everyone can be as happy as the rest of us at AOD that got to see that picture.
And also throw up a little buttons to say hot or not, even though that nobody can click on them. Just do it for your own self-esteem.
We got 8. We got 8 right now, guys.
We do. We apparently have 8 people. Hey, if you are checking us out, if you are new here, by the way, just drop in the chat, say hi, say what's up. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to see us play games, or you want to hear us talk about nerdy stuff like Star Wars, we do this every Wednesday/Thursday ish, and Sundays and/or Mondays. I don't know. We
do it when we can.
We do it when we can. But
solid
if you miss
schedule.
our streams, you can find the videos uploaded on YouTube, as well as a bunch of other videos that we have on YouTube that were not streamed. We've got things like our In Focus videos, where we do deep dives into different characters, objects, or other nerdy topics. You can also find In Focus articles on our blog. That's right, Not Your Status Quo has a blog. We've got... do you have
I don't have the link to the blog.
If you would like, go ahead and click on Buy Me a Coffee. And if you'd like to support us, we would really appreciate it. throw us a couple of cents. I don't know, a nickel, quarter, maybe $1. That'd be nice. And help us do our thing, or don't
And-
watch our stuff. That's support too.
If we got $1 from all of you, we'd have $5.
Yeah.
And if you want to see why you should stay with us, another reason after all of the wonderful ones don't get, Google "I'm here to extinguish your burning loins," and when you
God.
see a 17-year-old kid from the 80s with a very long pink tie holding a fire extinguisher,
Wait a minute.
that's me. I'm internet famous. You should be joining our streams because I'm famous.
Wait, you were 17?
I was 17 when that picture was taken. Yeah.
I thought you were like 12.
Wow. So,
Just
do you
kidding.
feel better or worse about that, Dave?
About misjudging his age?
Yeah.
I feel worse somehow.
We should. I looked very young. Back in the day.
Empire brought a new toy.
How long were people still IDing you after you were older than 21, Keith?
Well, remember, I was in the league, so I'd go to the E club. I would not get carded, but yeah, everywhere else they're pretty much You're not drinking. No, seriously, I will. Not just.
So I typed that in, Keith. I will extinguish your loins. And obviously, yours is the fourth picture that comes up.
It used to be the
But you know
first.
what- do you know what the first reference is?
What?
BD, Stim here.
A passage in the Bible.
Oh,
I am not kidding.
wow.
Ephesians 6:14. Like what? Okay. But that might not be the same result you get on Bing. I got it on
you're...
Google.
Wow, really? Let me see here. In addition to all the shield of faith, which you
And
can
extinguish.
extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil. That doesn't count.
It doesn't
That's
count,
bad.
but
Bad
it's the first
Google.
thing that comes up. Somebody should post that picture in our chat. Will it come up? It probably won't come up as a picture. It'll just be a link, right? So that's too
Probably,
bad.
yeah.
Oh, this one is from Quarter Life Idiot. Oh, that's sad. Wait
Oh,
a minute. Hold up. Somebody photoshopped someone else's head over yours, Keith.
What?
Yes. On quickmeme.com.
I don't see it.
That is just sick and wrong. Unless it's Ben Affleck's head.
No. So if you go to images,
Oh,
Dave,
you're
and you
right.
click on the image of Keith,
Yeah.
and then you scroll down a little bit to the related images, you can
Yep.
see it.
That's messed up, Keith.
Yeah.
sue.
Wow.
I'm going to.
And boy, oh boy, that is horribly pixelated too.
Easy to get knocked
I
off
think
course
they.
around here. Let's move carefully.
Oh, so not only. Oh my gosh! Not only did they replace your head, they actually replaced the text. I mean, the words are the same. It's just they're arranged different.
Yeah.
It's such a weird choice. Why would they do that?
That is just
Messed
not
up.
right. Whoever did that out there, you're stealing my thunder, and I'll have you know, I will not take it. I will see you in court. Before I see you.
So that's the copy. That's not the original. Let's see. And on Quarter Life Idiot, where I found the picture, they went ahead and they added their own watermark to it called We Know Memes.
That's not cool, Keith. You gonna let this happen?
No, I am not. This is. We are going to fight them in the streets.
No. So Fatherly Fandom, the one that I'm posting here, this is Keith.
Do we march at dawn?
Yes, we march at dawn. Oh, there's something. I didn't like it.
I'm sending this to all my friends right now. Oh my God.
Now,
And here it is on ifunny.com, but they didn't add a watermark. That's good.
Stim. Nice throw, BD.
And Polly Phantom. Ah, there he is. Yep, that's perfect. Look, for everybody out there, we live to entertain you. That is our only purpose in life. We crave your attention so much. Please give it to us. It's num 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 num.
at least I know what I got to do now. But do I have the strength to do it?
Ah, that was good.
Uh,
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Will you help me?
Yeah, man, stab me right through the heart.
Yes, son. Anything. Just kill me, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, I got up to the top.
Trying to die for 40 years.
If I see one more action figure of me,
Holly Vandam, it looks like you have never studied the pass method, Keith.
What's the pass method?
it's the high tie tie.
Oh, is it? I don't have to wear too many ties.
Did I ever tell you all about my first day at Attendance on Demand, how I wore a tie?
Must be getting closer.
No.
I don't remember even seeing you on your first day.
You probably didn't, because they shoved me right into the goon room. Keith did. I mean, he was my supervisor at the
Yeah,
time, but
Even took you out to lunch.
yeah. Oh, that was nice. But yeah, I showed up and I had very little experience with a real big boy job. The only jobs that I'd ever held in the past, I worked at Technicolor for 5 years as a quality control person, and usually for that job, I wore Dockers and a polo shirt or something like that. I didn't really have to dress up for any of those things. I just had to walk around, check to make sure people were doing their job right, sign some paperwork, and that was my job.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I was in the Army, and obviously the only time I wore ties was whenever they had made us go to one of those stuffy events and everything like that. So when it came to working for Attendance on Demand, I'm like, well, this is an office job, and I've watched movies and TV, and they wear ties, so obviously I assume I need to wear a dress shirt and nice pants and a tie. And I remember before I went to my interview, I didn't really have good interviewing clothes. I didn't know what the heck I was supposed to wear to that either. So I went to Sears.
Sears?
I went to Sears because
At the Westland Mall?
Yeah, in Westland Mall. And I was going around looking for clothes to buy, and it was funny because I was there trying to find nice dress shirts, a tie, and some slacks and everything to wear. I figure I don't think I need to wear a suit jacket. I think that might be going too far. But I'm trying to find some nice clothes, and I ran into a person that I went to high school with, and it was like the weirdest, most awkward conversation because I hadn't seen this person in 10 years. And all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, hey Doug, it's really good to see you. Hey, can you help me pick out something for my fiance?" I'm like, "I don't know who your fiance is. I haven't talked to you in a decade. I'm trying to buy clothes for myself." And I was trying to find a nice way to tell her, "I can't help you."
I don't work here. Sorry, but I don't work here. Or maybe her fiance was similar in size. You ever think of that, Doug?
Possibly. I mean, I'd lost a lot of weight in the Army. So, maybe.
And she just wanted you to try on the clothes, and then she wanted you to go into the change room with you and
Uh-huh.
see what happened?
I had a mission though. I had a mission, David, and I couldn't let that mission fail. I needed to get clothes, and I did. And then my first day at AOD, I wore a nice button-up dress shirt, long sleeves, some nice slacks, a belt, and I wore a tie. And so our manager at the time, you know, you guys know who he is, but
TD.
TD. Yep, TD. Took me up to human resources, you know, so I could fill out all my paperwork and everything. And as I sit down, he grabs me by the tie, and he says, he looks over at Barb and he goes, "By the way, make him take this shit off." I was like, "Oh." And so she looks at me, she goes, "Don't mind him. He's just a little rough around the edges, but this really isn't that kind of office. You don't have to wear that." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yep. I was wearing graphic tees. I remember wearing graphic tees.
I remember we did that on Fridays, but I don't think we did that during the rest of the week, did we?
Yeah, once we moved to the Farmington building, I think we did. Because I don't remember we're ever dressing up for work. Unless somebody was coming into the office.
I still, I remember during the work week, like Monday through Thursday, I would usually wear, like I said, like, you know, tan pants or something like that. Nothing overly dressy, I know that much, but I would wear nice enough slacks, and I wore, like, usually a polo shirt or something like that. I wasn't, like, dressy, but I was business casual. I stuck to the whole business casual thing. And then Fridays, I would wear jeans and a t-shirt. But then when I heard about the ruckus that happened when that one dude wore shorts, I'm like, okay, note to self, don't wear shorts in this office.
That's one thing I never did. Yeah, he came in shorts and sandals.
Wow.
And it was like, well, his argument was, well, the ladies can wear skirts and sandals, so why can't I wear shorts and sandals?
That's a good argument, though.
I think they made an announcement after that. I'm not sure, but I think they made an announcement that the ladies couldn't wear skirts anymore either.
Well, it was funny because, like, I kept that memory in my head. And so even, you know, after the whole pandemic happened and everything like that, and once, every now and again when I've had to go into the office, I've still dressed up a little bit nicer. Like, I'll wear, you know, business casual when I go into the office. And so when we had this big power outage a couple of weeks ago, I had to go into the office to use my computer there because I didn't have any power at home. What happened there, Keith?
Nothing. What are you talking about? Respawn Entertainment. They made the game. They're awesome.
He didn't fall. He didn't fall.
So, I go into the office and I'm, you know, wearing my business casual stuff, and my co-trainer comes walking in wearing a wrinkly t-shirt, some what do you call it? Cargo shorts, wearing cargo shorts and sandals. And I was like, I'm like, wait a minute, that was an option? I could have just dressed like that? And then I realized, of course I can dress like that. Like, there's nobody here. Who's gonna judge me?
Right. Are there any partners in there making sure you're wearing business casual?
No. But yeah, I've gotten so used to just wearing, you know, shorts and a t-shirt when I'm at work, because I used to almost always keep my camera on when I was doing these trainings, but I realized I was the only one, and I thought maybe it might be like off-putting to people because, like, maybe they would feel pressured to turn theirs on too. And I'm like, it got to the point where I was like, nobody else is turning their cameras on. I'm not going to turn mine on. You know, I'm not trying to show my face when I'm doing these trainings. They're not paying attention to that anyway. So it got to the point where I was like, I'm just going to wear, you know, a graphic tee and some shorts, and I'm going to be comfortable. Because nobody cares what I look like anyway.
Least of all, yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so every now and again, if I'm like at a meeting, you know, a Zoom meeting or whatever, I might like comb my hair, but other than that, I'm gonna wear what I'm comfortable in. And right now, I am super comfortable in these shirts from Roosevelt's. That's right. This video is sponsored by Roosevelt's, the amazing button-up t-shirts, and this one right here is Star Wars Comics. That's right. You can get your own Star Wars Comics shirt. In fact, you can get your Good Guy Pelps shirt. That's right. They stole the idea from Fatherly Fandom, and they don't care.
The internet's good for stealing ideas like that.
No, I'm teasing. They are a good shirt company though. I own like way too many of them because they're super comfortable. They're like Hawaiian shirts, but they're fun, and like I won't be considered part of some weird creepy right wing cult.
What's creepy about being in a right wing cult?
Oh my gosh, this is old news now because I don't even know if they exist anymore. But I remember when I first heard
Keith fell
about.
again.
Good job, Keith.
Why are you paying? You guys are having such a good conversation. Don't worry about what's going on in here. It's all good.
And in episode 20 of Jedi Survivor, Keith will finish the game.
I remember when I first heard about that group, the Boogaloo Boys. Like, that just sounds silly. They made that up on the internet. They're not real. And they were posting all these memes of themselves, like, wearing Hawaiian shirts and, like, with a bunch of guns and everything like that. And then, like, it started becoming more and more real when you started seeing them showing up at events dressed like that. And it's like, oh, these people are crazy and they're real. It's like, it's expanded outside of the internet. And you had a lot of them that were, like, you know, into facing the camera and speaking into a microphone that they knew was on and saying, yes, not only do I want another civil war, I would like to fight in it too. And I know that I will survive.
Yeah. I mean, especially if all they're going to do is breakdance.
Mm-hmm. And yes, Fatherly Fandom, if you create a good guy Pelps shirt and put it up on Spreadshirt, I will buy the hell out of that. Oh, that would be great.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. I ran out of Absolutely juice. I'll be back.
Oh, I see. I see how it is.
I'll owe you one.
He'll Obi-Wan?
Yeah. Good one,
All
Dave.
right. Oh, it's happening now. He says he's going to make a good guy Palp shirt. Do it. Do it. And that's what he's got to say on it. He's got to say, do it.
What's this one say? Seek not the path.
Good
Return to
guy
stillness,
Palps.
traveler. And the way reveals
Good
itself.
guy Palps.
Easy to say
Oh,
when
he's
you're
got a
already
thread
resting
set
in
up.
peace.
Everybody click on his thread and
Oh, nice.
become a follower.
Yes.
Controls must
Heath,
be
we do
elsewhere.
2 broadcasts in a row where you live streams, sorry, not broadcasts, that you don't have to get up the next day.
I know. It's pretty awesome. I don't know
It's
what
like you're living like me.
The puppy will probably wake me up.
I remember I do have a 6-year-old. Be like, hey, we should play some Roblox. Daddy, you don't got to work today?
I'm glad we found this.
So, here you go, Dave.
So there it is. He's catching up.
Nice, Sith. What's up? Welcome to the
Droid
stream.
Nice,
man.
yo, yo. Using that subscription. Aw, yeah. Kindly gifted to him by Don't Eat Me Cows.
That was really cool.
Who I am happy to say has not been eaten by a cow yet.
We're all happy about that. Yeah.
Trying to control some of this.
I'm waiting until my gems get up to 80 grand and I'm cashing in a bunch of them. And not
Oh, yeah?
and I'm gonna have an immunity gem. So you guys can't bring it back on me.
Oh, we'll
I've
bring it
got
back.
95,000. I wonder what I should use mine on.
So this isn't the Ahsoka video. Where does Ahsoka fit in Star Wars timeline? Is a new video by Fatherly Fandom. Everybody click on that link and take a look. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's an excellent video. Really makes some excellent points on where Ahsoka sits in the Star Wars timeline.
It makes sense for it to start where he did it, where he said it did.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a very dark room there.
I am. And there was something up here that said I need to find the controls in another spot,
Yeah.
but I'm not seeing anything in here. What's going on? This is where I found that Jedi scroll. So that's good.
Good dime.
This way is back up to the top of it all. Got over here. Yo, BD, can you help a brother out? This looks like, this looks like I can pull it out. There's got to be a better way to say that.
Remove. Now you're just showing off.
Did that do it? Did that open something up?
No.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think it did.
Blustery Mesa.
Does that mean it's hot or it's cold? See, whenever I think blustery, I think
It's blustery.
blustery. Sorry.
Blustery.
Yes, blustery.
You gotta say it in the George Lucas voice. Blustery Mesa.
Blustery Mesa. It's out in Arizona.
The planet of Arizona, not the state. It's
Right, the planet.
The planet of Arizona.
And we spell it Aerozna. Arizona.
That's right. And famous
must be-
character
Must be a pattern I gotta do. Oh,
Grim Scarlag. He's from there.
And his best friend is a lizard.
Shum Durlock.
This in phrases that you mutter when you kick a table in the middle of the night.
Wouldn't that be Dank Ferrick?
Dank Ferrick.
Scroats McGoats. That's the name I came up with for an
How
alien.
tall is that table? Usually I run into tables with my shin. But Scroats and Goats sounds like some different area. Scroats, my goats. Give me a yeehaw. Hey, look at that. You've reached the light. Oh,
No,
nope.
I closed that thing.
Can't wait to sell Star Wars to Disney so I can do movies that I'd really love.
There's usually a clue that'll kind of tell you if there's a pattern I gotta open it up with. Usually be a mural or something. It'll say, hey, do it like this. Do those look like...
You should shoot Force Lightning into those.
I don't have Force Lightning.
Aww.
What do you think he
Star
is?
Killer was so much better. He could shoot Force Lightning into stuff.
You know what we haven't played, by the way? We should do it one night. We haven't played the Ewok level on Force Unleashed
That's
2.
right. Forgot about that. God, you could kill so many Ewoks. It'd be great. Keith
Come on,
doesn't
they're
reply to
awesome.
that.
They defeated the Empire.
No,
okay?
I definitely want to kill some Ewoks. We gotta pull all these out.
Uh-oh, another channel's going on. I don't know who it is. Oh, they're gone already.
Oh,
Is it like a rabbit? Or what is that?
like a rabbit. Oh, like a rabbit.
Lil BLK Rabbit 94?
Oh yeah, they're in my doodly doo too. We must have rated them at some point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I just got a notification they were on, and They're
Playing Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know who that is, though.
Neither do I.
Nor do I.
But then again, we've already established my memory is terrible, so.
All of our memories are terrible.
Finally, fandom, here's a question. Would you want to see George Lucas guest direct one episode of The Mandalorian or Ahsoka or another Star Wars show? No. No, I would
No.
not.
Nope.
Absolutely
not. At all.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
He could write a story for him.
Yes, I would love to see him help be in the writer's room and help develop the story or the character information or the background. Stuff like that.
The
But
outline
direct?
of the story.
No.
No
Write the script?
dialogue.
No.
No dialogue.
No dialogue and no character direction because he is terrible at all of those.
Yeah.
He is at best he does his best work when he's a world builder, which anybody who has played any sort of, role-playing game or tabletop game or anything like that can tell you. World building is incredibly complicated. It does take a lot of craftsmanship. It takes some artistry to try and come up with the world that you're going to play in to make it interesting enough to want to continue playing in that world, or in the, if we're talking about Star Wars, to want to keep watching movies set in that universe. So I'm not trying to discount the things that he does, but he's so bad at character direction and at creating real feeling characters, people. He doesn't create characters that feel like real people because of the way that he has them talk at each other and some of the decisions that he has to make. It's just so odd.
You mustn't go. Luke, you mustn't go. Why must you go? What? Come on, George.
Oh my god, I absolutely love. I absolutely love. You're welcome. Whenever I can dig up one of those old late night talk shows, you've got like Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill talking about their experiences on the set, and they're like, yeah, no, we would question him all the time and be like, are you sure this is what you want me to say, George? And yeah, well, yeah, that was what I envisioned, in this moment in time, and Luke is really feeling. Then you got Harrison Ford. Yeah, I'm not saying this.
Yeah. I like
This is bad.
Harrison Ford when he first got on the Millennium Falcon in that thing.
What the hell's a Millennium Falcon? An aluminum Falcon?
What's an aluminum Falcon?
He says, "All right, how do you fly it?" And George Lucas said, "Well, you just kind of fly it." Yeah, but how? How do I fly it? All right. Just say your lines. There's no real way to fly this.
That is a good question though, because if you're acting in a movie and you got to know where to put your hands and everything, that is a good legitimate question. Good for you, Harrison Ford. Bad George Lucas.
George Lucas couldn't give him an answer. He just gave him a bunch of dials and crap in front of him.
Finally, fandom. George doesn't do well directing actors. No, he does not.
Does not, as evidenced by Return of the Jedi. To begin with.
Attack of the Clones, so bad.
Like I said, if you take the romance out of that, I love the Obi-Wan part.
Yeah, that's like the only good. Yeah, all of the stuff with most of the stuff with Obi-Wan, save for the story elements that don't make sense, like Obi-Wan having literally just met Jango Fett, and then seeing him on whatever the name of that planet was, standing next to Dooku and being like, yeah, on Geonosis, and thinking to himself, I don't need to bring this up.
Right, yeah, that's no big deal.
It's no big deal that the clones that we're literally entrusting our lives with were copied by a guy working for the enemy.
Yeah, nothing to worry about here. Nothing
Probably
to see
nothing.
here. Move along.
So finally, fandom wants to know
Ford.
who should have he hired to direct the prequels.
Lawrence Kasdan.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh God. Jesus no.
Dude, they had to have a trilogy. In every Tarantino movie, everybody dies.
Lord,
Imagine
you would
episode
see
1 and they're all dead.
right. You would just see Qui-Gon like walking, covered, just drenched in blood, blood dripping off of his hair, and he's he's just like, the Sith are done.
A hateful Jedi.
The hateful Jedi, right? Yeah, and by the way, he doesn't even win with a lightsaber. He gets a flamethrower because that's Quentin Tarantino. Man, by the way, I want to watch what is that? Another Night in Hollywood, or what is that called?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I want to watch that again. That was such a good movie.
It was
Didn't we
okay.
all go see that in theaters?
We did.
guys
We
did.
reviewed it for this channel.
Huh. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
It was all right. Didn't hate it.
It drug in a couple of parts, but it was funny.
It was a 3-hour movie. I mean, and it felt like a 3-hour movie.
It did, yeah. Like I could have done with it. I think they should have shortened a lot of the desert scenes, the ranch scenes where they were filming that one movie. Like they didn't need that much. They could have shortened that down a bit. And the
they could've
whole
cut right
Manson
to the end
family
with
thing
his
at the
dog.
end. What's that?
What? I said they could have cut right to that part with him and his dog and having
Yeah,
his
pretty
dog
much.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Manson family thing that felt to me it felt tacked on at the end.
Yeah.
Again, it was funny, but it didn't feel like they were as big of players in the movie as like, you know, Hitler and the Nazis did in Inglourious Bastards. Like you knew throughout that movie who the bad guys were and you kept seeing them pop up. But like the Manson family, they show up like right at the end and it's like, oh okay, we're doing this.
And you know how many people? I mean, let's just say is that obviously Quentin Tarantino's historical movies are not historically accurate. People need to realize that.
None of them are.
But I really don't know.
This is Speedy Wong.
They're really more about like what he wishes would have happened in history, I think.
What are you doing out here?
Oh yeah, the way they tore apart Hitler. But did that guy really
Check out
beat
the Kobo system.
Bruce Lee's ass?
Everything grows there.
Doubt it.
I've heard stories both
Just
ways,
tell the bartender a Pyloon
That he did.
He'll get you
and
set
that he
up.
didn't. So, do we know? We'll never know.
Mm-mm.
Well, Keith, it is 10:02. If you don't want to stop.
I was gonna
It's
say
up to you.
we got to the pilgrimage place. It looks like
This leads up to the bridge.
Is that a moisture evaporator?
that is a moisture evaporator. I think. Definitely looks like one.
It does. That's a weird spot to put it. On the side of a cliff. That's why they sent Keith out there to work on it. Because he figured he was just fall.
Oh! Oh, I didn't fall. Oh! I spoke too soon.
Imagine Stanley Kubrick directing a Star Wars.
Ooh, fatherly fandom.
Botanist in the desert.
What about the Russo brothers
been really
directing a
lost.
Star Wars?
I would
We're
definitely
desperate
be
to
down
find our
for
way.
that.
That would be
That
cool.
would be amazing.
When they were
Yeah.
first talking about Feige getting a Star
Mhm.
Wars movie, my first thought was, oh, he's got to hire the Russos.
That would be outstanding. They would do a good job.
Yeah, they know their material and they work
Mhm.
off. They're like Favreau and Filoni. They work things in,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes sense. Their stories make sense.
Yes.
Have you guys noticed the swell in the Brie Larson hate this week?
Oh no, what happened?
It's not anything new. I just see more and more of it popping up in my feed. That, you know, I think it's because the Marvels is coming out
Oh.
2 months.
When is that coming out? Oh, 2 months.
November 4th, the 5th, 4th for us, 5th for the rest of the world.
Is that our next movie?
Yeah.
Wow. We got a lot of time between then.
Something about
I
that
thought we
rock
had something in
formation looks
October.
familiar.
Besides Rick and Morty.
We have Invincible in November. We have. I can't think of anything else.
Fatherly fandom. New trilogy. Dave Filoni first movie. Jon Favreau second movie. The Russos the third movie. Boom.
I'd be down for that.
I would be down for that too. Years ago, I would have
Glad we
said,
found this before the Empire could.
Christopher Nolan as well, but he kind of fell off a little bit to me. I'd watch a James Gunn Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I would too.
I would definitely watch a James Gunn Star Wars.
What about Taika Waititi if he ends up doing a Star Wars?
I mean, I would be down for that. I definitely think Taika Waititi has some excellent.
I don't know if that's
thoughts.
actually going forward or what.
You know, we keep hearing differing things. That some say he's written it and they're waiting on a few other things. Others say it's been canceled. You know, whoever knows anymore with Lucasfilm. They seem to be the old DC way of filmmaking. We're going to talk about all these things we're going to release and not really do any of them. Oh,
Isn't that why they wanted Kathleen Kennedy to stop making announcements?
probably.
Because all the stuff she was doing wasn't coming out.
That's
No,
a
I
good
heard,
question, Fatherly Phantom. He asked, "What's going on with Bryce Dallas Howard?" We haven't heard.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she's directing an episode of Ahsoka. From what I've heard, she's not. But hopefully, she's back for the Mandalorian season 4.
That'd be
some
good.
of
Yeah,
her
I would like
episodes have
that.
been the best.
I haven't thought that. I haven't thought it was just average. Just
You know, I heard that some folks reached out to Natalie Portman and that she might be in a Star Wars movie.
oh, okay, Taika. Hey, would you be in a Star Wars movie? I've been in one, you jackass.
So you haven't seen the prequels, have you, Taika? No, I stayed away from them.
No. Nope. I haven't seen a single Star Wars. Not a one.
That's not true.
Well, then
You
you gotta
saw the Mandalorian episode 6 or 8, the one he directed. I'm sure he saw it somehow, but it's the only one.
Bring in Chris Pratt to do a Star Wars character.
Oh God, I don't know about that.
He'd have to be a Han Solo type. Lando Calrissian type of person.
I'd almost put him in like more of a Bill Burr role.
Yeah, it has to be comic relief. He couldn't.
He's got to be comic relief at first, but then he needs to have a really dark, gritty backstory.
I can see that. He
Or
couldn't be a
he's
Luke Skywalker
He's a
type, though.
plumber, and he gets sucked into the Star Wars universe.
And then he's
His
from
brother-
Space Brooklyn. Probably been. Yeah, that was concerning that he asked Natalie Portman. Yeah, I remember when that news broke. I'm like, what?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm down for more Natalie Portman. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
But she's
maybe.
Padme's dead.
But so is Maul and Anakin, and Anakin is showing up, and maybe we'll get her in a World Between Worlds scene. Maybe they'll fix the dialogue from Attack of the Clones.
Or in some sort of future Star Wars, you just have her come back and play a completely different character.
Yeah.
And she can be, like another child of,
He could
I don't know,
be
maybe
Mara
Leia
Jade.
and Han tried again.
He could be Mara Jade.
Everybody wants Mara Jade. And I get the, she's this super powered love of Luke Skywalker and everything. It's fine. I don't know. I think it would disappoint people if they saw her in a TV show or a movie. I don't think the transition from book to visual media would work.
And the
It's
problem
Smash
is,
Illusion.
I mean, everyone wants her because she was the hand of the Emperor. She played a big part in Thrawn's novels from Timothy Zahn. And she ended up, working with Luke Skywalker and helping him. And then they had kids. And, obviously that's not going to happen in canon of Star Wars at this point. I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool
How
to get a
terrible
nod
would
to
it
her.
be How terrible would it be if Luke did have kids and then he abandoned them to go
Oh,
live with
God.
his space cow,
You know, families in space work a little bit different.
right?
I mean,
They seem to.
Anakin wasn't even there to raise Luke. I mean, come on.
And it seems like Han took off pretty quick. Like as soon as Ben was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna murder people now," and Han's like, "All right, deuces."
Don't forget to hit us up on Twitter, leave that comment down below, and we will see you next time on Not Your Status Quo.